Welcome to our Hong Kong brief. I'm your host, Ginny. Today, we're diving into some exciting updates from the region. First up, Asia is facing a concerning rise in long payment delays, especially in China, with over 40% of companies now experiencing delays over 180 days. This signals increased credit risks and potential defaults, as businesses tighten credit terms amidst economic turbulence. Next, Hong Kong is still feeling the effects of a tropical depression, with the #1 typhoon warning still in force. Heavy rain and strong winds are expected later this week, keeping everyone on alert. The weather has already been quite hot, with temperatures reaching 33 degrees Celsius, following the hottest day of the year so far. Finally, a new interior design trend is emerging in Hong Kong: wood. From cozy heritage-inspired homes to tranquil modern spaces, residents and designers are embracing wood for its warmth, emotional comfort, and timeless style. It's a beautiful shift towards quiet luxury and biophilic design, creating spaces that feel both stylish and soothing. Please continue to watch for more detailed stories. According to the South China Morning Post, Asia-Pacific companies, especially in China, are growing increasingly cautious about extending credit amidst economic turbulence, resulting in a concerning rise in long payment delays. The latest COFACE Asia Payment Survey reveals that while payment terms have slightly increased to an average of 65 days in 2024, they remain below the 69-day average from 2018 to 2022, indicating tighter credit conditions. Notably, China experienced the sharpest decline in firms offering credit sales, with only 65% doing so in 2024, a 14 percentage point drop from the previous year. The report highlights a disturbing trend: a significant surge in ultra-long payment delays exceeding 180 days, which jumped from 23% in 2023 to 40% in 2024, signaling a deterioration in credit risk. Chinese firms like Wang Jia, owner of a footwear factory, exemplify this trend, waiting over a year for overdue payments despite legal victories, as fierce domestic competition and rising costs force companies into extended payment cycles, fostering widespread delays and defaults. Overall, the economic outlook remains bleak, with many businesses pessimistic about future prospects and expecting worsening payment behaviors in the coming months. The South China Morning Post reports that Hong Kong faces a tropical depression, with the #1 typhoon warning signal in effect as heavy rains and wind affect the city. The Hong Kong Observatory has indicated that the tropical depression, expected to stay about 700 kilometers away, will gradually intensify and move toward Hainan Island and western Guangdong, bringing windy conditions and heavy squally showers in the week ahead. The city experienced its hottest day of the year at 37.8 degrees Celsius, with outer rain bands already impacting local weather. The warning remains in place most of Wednesday, with officials monitoring the storm's progression. The situation underscores the city's vulnerability to typhoons and tropical storms, which threaten to disrupt daily life and pose safety concerns, especially during the peak of the typhoon season. Amid U.S.-China tensions, the South China Morning Post highlights Hong Kong's strategic efforts to attract international talent, particularly in the biotech and academic sectors. Leaders from HKU and CUHK emphasize that geopolitical challenges have, paradoxically, created opportunities for Hong Kong to draw experts seeking alternatives to U.S. institutions, which are tightening visa policies and reducing research funding. Professor Wallace Lau from HKU notes that the city's unique advantages, such as economic freedom, a robust legal system, and its position as a bridge between East and West, make it an attractive hub for global talent. Despite political volatility, Hong Kong's universities and tech companies are actively participating in international events like BIO 2025 in Boston, aiming to showcase research and foster collaborations. Entrepreneurs like Yi Ben and Jean Xia see the current geopolitical landscape as a chance for Hong Kong to attract foreign investment and talent, turning geopolitical challenges into opportunities for growth and innovation. The city's ability to leverage these circumstances could help sustain its reputation as a leading center for science and technology amid ongoing global uncertainties. South China Morning Post highlights the emerging trend of incorporating wood into Hong Kong homes, emphasizing its emotional and aesthetic appeal. Despite a global shift away from timber construction, some residents are turning to wood to create calming, biophilic environments within their concrete towers. Kelvin Leung's personal connection to King's College's vintage wooden walls inspired his colonial-themed Tai Wai apartment, which features walnut wainscoting, patterned tiles, and a warm, masculine ambience that resonates with a sense of heritage and quiet luxury. Interior designer Vincent Leung Tsc Chun notes a resurgence of classic timbers like mahogany and walnut, blending sustainability with timeless elegance through veneer use, and layering lighting to evoke warmth without heaviness. This movement reflects a desire for spaces that evoke comfort, character, and a connection to history, with wood serving as a tactile and visual bridge to nature and tradition. Nikkei Asia reports on Shopback, a Singaporean rewards platform that is expanding beyond online shopping into offline retail and daily essentials to help consumers combat rising living costs. Founded in 2014, Shopback initially offered cashback rewards for e-commerce, but now includes groceries, dining, gasoline, and even in-store payments via its Shopback Pay system, launched in Singapore and expanding regionally. Co-founder Joel Leong emphasizes the importance of embedding the app into consumers' daily routines, making it a sticky tool that rewards regular spending. Despite recent layoffs due to overexpansion, Shopback has achieved profitability and maintains a competitive edge through its regional scale, offering broader deals and better rates than single-market competitors. The platform's success is exemplified by users like Catherine Go, who has accumulated over $1000 in cashback, illustrating how small rewards can add up in everyday spending, especially during inflationary periods. South China Morning Post also showcases Hong Kong's vibrant local scene, from NOC Coffee Co.'s newest Taikoo Shing branch with its tranquil timber and upcycled tree trunk decor, to the opening of Food Park at Wan Chai's Hopewell Mall, featuring nearly 10,000 premium products and family-friendly amenities. The city's lifestyle offerings extend to health and wellness with PHYX, a physiotherapy service blending global expertise with local needs, and to waterfront dining at Flatiron Burger in Tsim Sha Tsui, where comfort food meets scenic views. These developments reflect Hong Kong's ongoing efforts to combine modern convenience with a sense of community and natural serenity, with spaces designed to foster relaxation, social connection, and a touch of heritage-inspired elegance amidst the urban hustle. South China Morning Post reports on Haitian flavoring and food company's ambitious $9.56 billion Hong Kong dollars IPO in Hong Kong, which stands out as one of the largest this year. The company, established in 1955 and renowned as China's largest listed condiment producer, plans to utilize the proceeds to expand production capacity, embrace new technologies, and digitize its supply chain. A significant portion of the funds will also be directed toward enhancing its global brand presence and strengthening sales channels, reflecting Haitian's strategic focus on international growth. The listing coincides with Hong Kong's resurgence as a global IPO hub, buoyed by high-profile listings like CATL and Jiangsu Hengrui Pharmaceuticals, contributing to over 76 billion Hong Kong dollars raised this year and attracting numerous companies eager to tap into the city's vibrant capital markets. The Sydney Morning Herald details the career move of James Cummings, grandson of legendary trainer Bart Cummings, as he prepares to take his talents to Hong Kong racing. At 37, Cummings, already a prolific winner with 52 Group 1 victories, will join the Hong Kong Jockey Club as a trainer for the 2026-27 season, marking a significant step in his career. His decision follows the end of his tenure with Godolphin Australia, where he had planned to build his own team but now shifts focus to Hong Kong, a racing scene known for its lucrative opportunities and competitive environment. This move also means he will forego the chance to take over the storied Leilani Lodge stables at Royal Randwick, a site once central to his early training days. With only 70 horses allowed under HKJC regulations compared to his current 227, Cummings' transition highlights the international ambitions and strategic career shifts of Australian trainers seeking new horizons in the bustling Hong Kong racing scene. The South China Morning Post reports on a significant shift in Hong Kong's primary school curriculum, emphasizing patriotic and national security education within the English language syllabus. The revised English language education key learning area curriculum guide introduces a more focused approach, replacing broader issues like human rights and equal opportunities with themes such as respect for others, animal rights, and environmental protection. This update aims to foster a sense of national identity and responsibility among young students, especially after the social unrest of 2019, by integrating national security themes into daily learning. Teachers are encouraged to use visual aids and real-life examples, like stories of Yuan Longping, to cultivate patriotism and a deeper understanding of national contributions. These curriculum changes reflect the government's broader effort to instill loyalty and safeguard national security through education, reinforcing the importance of respecting the rule of law and promoting a strong sense of belonging among Hong Kong's youngest citizens. The Australian Broadcasting Corporation reports a startling development in Hong Kong's ongoing struggle with dissent and free expression, as authorities publicly denounce a mobile game called Reversed Front, Bonfire for allegedly promoting secessionist ideas, armed revolution, and undermining the Chinese government. This game, developed by ESC Taiwan, allows players to assume roles representing Hong Kong, Tibet, Uyghur, Taiwan, and other factions, with some options explicitly advocating the overthrow of the Chinese Communist regime. The police's warning emphasizes that sharing or funding the app could violate national security laws, marking an unprecedented move against a gaming platform and signaling an expansion of their crackdown on dissent following the 2019 protests. Despite the game remaining available on Apple's App Store, the authorities' accusations have sparked controversy among players like Kwahaofu from Taiwan, who sees the game as a humorous yet serious commentary on political issues, challenging the police's characterization and highlighting the ongoing tension over creative freedom and political expression under Beijing's tightening grip. The South China Morning Post details the evolving landscape of Hong Kong's sports funding policies amid the fallout from high-profile events like the Lionel Messi exhibition match. The government is tightening its criteria for financial support, emphasizing global relevance, audience size, and social impact, with plans to introduce a tiered support system rather than providing large, uniform grants. The Major Sports Events Committee, which allocated over 624 million Hong Kong dollars in recent years, is now scrutinizing events like tennis tournaments, marathons, and international football festivals, aiming to ensure that public funds are directed toward impactful and sustainable initiatives. Notably, the debate over what qualifies as a significant event has sparked discussions among sports officials, with some advocating for greater recognition of events with international reach, like the WTA tennis tournaments and the Asia debut of the Ultimate Tennis Showdown, as essential to boosting Hong Kong's global profile and sports development. The South China Morning Post also reports on EV Energy, China's fifth-largest EV battery manufacturer, as it prepares to raise capital through an IPO in Hong Kong, following in the footsteps of industry giant CATL. EV Energy's move aims to bolster its global presence and expand internationally amidst rising demand for Chinese-made EV batteries, especially in Europe. The company's plans come at a time when Hong Kong's IPO market is thriving, with over a dozen mainland Chinese firms, including automakers like Chery and autonomous tech providers like Pony.ai, seeking listings. While CATL's recent $5.22 billion IPO has set a record this year, EVE Energy's offering reflects the broader trend of Chinese EV component manufacturers leveraging Hong Kong's financial hub to attract international investors and fund overseas growth. Despite current market fluctuations, industry experts see this as a sign of China's growing influence in the global EV supply chain, with Chinese battery makers increasingly vital to the worldwide transition to electric mobility. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Waking up to wonders, tech and nature blunders. Got our rockets flying while the oceans are sighing. Lasers in the sky now, holograms we say wow. Quantum leaps and robot science news that we got.